Go ahead.
Oh, um, today we have questions 6 through 8 in your study guide to do, 6 through 8. And make sure, once again, as always, you may want to start looking at the next essay. It is an opportunity for you to start preparing and getting ready, especially as we start talking more and more about that subject, which we probably will be doing today and moving into tomorrow. So it might not be a bad idea to look at what the question says and start to think about what you might write for an essay. Alrighty. Oh, and by the way, yes, test today. I'm trying to post them today onto OneNote. I know onto Plus Portals. I know a lot of you guys have probably already seen your grade on OneNote, but yes, I'm gonna hopefully be able to post on Plus Portals very soon. And certainly that will definitely, in some cases, maybe help some grades, and other grades maybe not so much. All right. So let's talk today then real quickly about strikes. So we've already talked about the dock worker strike in Seattle. Then we talked about the strike in Boston, the police officers. Well, here's another strike in 1919. It's the steel workers, and they're striking there in Pittsburgh. And so most of these who are striking are immigrants who are striking over wages and long hours. Most of these are immigrants who are striking over wages and long hours. Company leaders label the immigrants as radicals. Company leaders label the immigrants as radicals. So in other words, they're calling them both socialist and communist. So yes, many of the company leaders, business owners, are labeling the immigrants as radicals, as communists and socialists. Now, not all of them are. Some of them are. So there's a mix of individuals there. But remember, once again, what are they striking over? They're striking over wages and long hours. The third point, scab workers are brought in. Scab workers are brought in. And most of these scab workers are either Mexican or Black Americans. Now, you should know from the last chapter that once again, these immigrants that are coming from Mexico and coming up from the South, African Americans coming from the South, are just coming up because, once again, immigration laws are shutting down Europeans from Eastern and Western and Southern Europe from coming to the United States. So these scab workers, these people that are coming in and taking the striking workers' jobs, they're taking them, and once again, these are Mexicans and these are Black Americans. As a way to fight against them, companies will form goon squads, and these goon squads are brought out. They are brought out to beat and even in some cases kill strikers. Goon squads are brought out to either beat and in some cases even kill striking workers. The police respond by arresting the striking workers, which is kind of like the weirdest and strangest thing. The workers are the ones that are being wounded and killed, but they're the ones that are getting arrested. Of course, the common reason for their arrest is they're disturbing the peace. So, with all these strikes, it's going to be a very interesting election of 1920. The Republican candidate, a gentleman by the name of Warren Harding, calls for a return to normalcy. He refers to his policy of returning to normalcy. What does this mean? In this platform of returning to normalcy, in this platform, it's going to be pro-business, anti-union, tax reduction, higher tariffs, and limits on immigration. So this platform of return to normalcy will be pro-business, anti-union, tax reductions, higher tariffs, and limits on immigration. So this return to normalcy means that we're going back to the Gilded Age, right? We're going back to the place where businesses were running the show, not the government. So he's calling for the government to step back and for businesses to step forward again. The Democrats have as their guy James Cox, and James Cox supports both progressive ideas and also aid to the League of Nations. If you'll please note the reason why he supported progressivism again and the reason why he's supporting the League of Nations is because President Wilson has been the one that has helped push him forward, and pretty much the guy's obligated to do what President Wilson wants, which is to return to the progressive movement and to do what he wants to do, which is join the League of Nations. Harding wins with 60% of the popular vote. Farmers and middle class, I think it was Harding. Yeah, that's the one. So Harding wins 60% of the popular vote, and his main group of people that are supporting him are farmers and the middle class because the economy stinks. Ever since the progressive era, the economy has been slowly declining because there is this common idea that business cannot do what they were doing prior to the progressive era. And so this is the reason why the middle class and farmers will support Mr. Harding. All right, so don't forget, make sure you guys do questions 6 through 8 in your study guide. Make sure you guys are maybe taking a look at that essay. And that's all for the day, and you guys have a good day. All right, see you guys, bye.